Would you go out camping 10 feet from your house?
No,
Not even in your backyard if you had a backyard?
it depends. I might.
Nice wide backyard, spacious. Would you start up a campfire? Can you, can you open a fire if we need to? With marshmallows roasted, singing campfire songs. So, I'm joking, but welcome to this episode 29 of the Future Is No Eps podcast. I'm David the D-Lo Show. I'm here with Chad and Vanamar. I didn't change your banner.
What's up?
Um, well, I wanted to go camping. Someone wanted to go camping. Someone wanted me to go camping this weekend. Not so nowhere, Jose.
Wow. What? You don't go camp?
Because their survival instincts are porous at best. I'll just say
How do you
that.
know? How do you know that how do you know that their survival skills are poor?
Because they didn't know what a can opener was.
They didn't know what?
They didn't know what to do with a can opener and how to open it with the can opener. That was not automated, machine made. Even the one where we got to put the handle and just twist. You know how to operate that. I'm like, you ever seen that?
Well, there's three kinds of can openers.
What?
The one talking about, the one where you uh the one you twist it open, the one you put on the can itself, and it and you turn it, the can up, like you said, and then the one where you put the can up and the can spins, and then the automatic one.
Oh, they got the automatic one, the fancy one. So they'll open with cans. I tell them you gotta know how to open a can when you want to go camping. So don't be worried about it. Well, they don't got to plug in the woods, so I don't know how you gonna
Oh,
get it open.
yep. You gotta take a
A man, you gonna want to just take one man. You want
gotta take a manual one. You gotta take one that's automatic.
to find one that doesn't require a battery. All right. Well, speaking of batteries, if Doc had got this working on just a single AA or AAA battery, he'd have been the biggest genius in all movie history. And probably would have spawned a lot of people to try to get the Lorians and try to use a battery, not aluminum. Was he a genius or was he reckless with his time traveling? From the process to the end.
I think he was a genius, and Marty was the one who was trying to be reckless
Mhm.
because he was trying to be safe, and Marty was like, "No, bump that." because he Marty was trying to make a few bucks with the almanac, which is why the alternate 1985 was made.
Doc, he knew
But then again,
what happened.
Doc is the one that saved Clara. But Doc didn't know there's a difference between Doc saving somebody and not knowing that the ravine was supposed to be named after Clara, and Marty going in and buying the um the sports almanac in the future.
Just want to get a couple parlays in. That's all. He want to get some parlays in. You know the world there. I would say Doc is smart from doing the time travel stuff. But he was reckless on how he got this time travel stuff. Because he had Olivia's on his ass and he got shot.
I'm
It's a good
saying
thing he had.
he had the Libyan just because he stole the plutonium. It, he had to get the DeLorean to run somehow.
Yeah, the plutonium, uranium, whatever. The fancy stuff. That's But yeah, he had. But he was smart, and he knew his intention of what to do. It just when it resulted in an alternate reality for Marty because his family wasn't being controlled by Biff. So I would say he's smart, and Marty played it smart in a way to change the way his parents met. They met in a different way, which was a cooler story than what the story was prior. So I'll say Doc is a genius for helping Marty change his and his family's future. No, did he understand that he understood the consequences of time travel until the last movie. The first movie was consistent. Did you think that too, or
But
did he
Marty or Doc?
understand Doc understand the consequences of time travel? He kept harping on.
He understood because he's the one that kept trying to explain it to Marty, but Marty just didn't seem to care because he kept trying to explain to Marty what would happen, in different scenarios. Like he said, this is gonna happen if you do this. It's gonna happen if you do that. And if you travel back this time, this is gonna happen. If you happen to see yourself at this time, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And then and um and then the number especially kept whining, talking about I want to check on my house. God kept telling him no, and he didn't
yeah, he had him out the house.
because he kind of sounded like a little girl. So he said, "Come on, Doc, I want to check on my house."
Get away, move away. Okay.
Doc tried to tell me that he didn't run into of himself, like Jennifer did, but he didn't care.
That's wicked. Um, and man, he kept trying to tell Marty what was going to go down, but at the end, I guess he had to adjust to what Marty was doing with what he was doing. It's funny how the doc of the second movie was so flabbergasted and faded when the Marty came back to to the valley. Well, if he didn't believe him, he was like, "Man, I sent you back. What are you talking about?" But was the DeLorean creating the DeLorean the risks worth doing, even with all they went through?
Was creating the DeLorean worth it?
Yes,
Worth what?
worth the risk of changing the past and changing some of the future at the same time, because he had to save his son from getting arrested.
I would say so.
I find it interesting how he had to go in the future to save to save his son, and he couldn't see his son at all.
Hmm.
Cousin PJ at the Little League World Series. Yeah. All right, the DeLorean itself. Why it was the perfect time machine? It was probably the most well crafted marksmanship of a vehicular device. Because you can go fast, and once you go fast, you can go into the past. That rhyme. Ain't I right? Would you agree with it was some fine auto machinery?
With what?
It was some fine automobile machinery.
I don't know because there's some also fine machinery out there. The cars that are in some other shows as well. That's tough.
I don't know how you can beat a car that can take you back to the past or the future. That's by going 88 miles per hour, a specific number. Now I know you need to get the plutonium or the uranium or whatever,
And
but
plutonium is very hard to find it, right? Or in the past.
I can bet you it's a lot easier now than it is back in those days to get some plutonium. I know it's not like you can do it, you can order it off of Walmart, but I think it could be accessible. I look it up on Amazon for plutonium. And that plutonium, what car did you say can compete with the DeLorean as the best automobiles?
There's
Just
nothing.
young.
I would say Knight Rider. I would say General Lee, maybe the 18 van.
Oh wow, Scooby Doo van.
I don't know if a Scooby Doo van can compare.
I mean, you can't even race with that van
Oh,
unless you trick it out.
oh, I still wouldn't go quick.
Taking on the side quest. Taking on the side quest and shit. Okay, plutonium. Okay, I found some plutonium for
That
$15
that might be it. Where?
on Amazon.
How
It's a
much company?
30 milliliter yeah, $30 or $15. They colored us some shirts that's plutonium, but no, we don't want the shirts that's plutonium.
Nope.
I said $20. Another vial. Let's get out of the drawers. Well, I would still take the DeLorean. It's $5 shit. Could any other vehicle have worked? Could have a van worked?
No. The other vehicle that might have been able to work would have been Kit from Knight Rider. Same shape.
No. You really? So they couldn't do a like the Scooby Doo van.
Nope. Or the AT van. It's not the right shape of vehicle. And there's nowhere up on the dashboard to put everything that you needed to put. Or in
They
the
could put
middle
it in the
console.
bag. They could put it in the bag,
That's
and they
that's
could.
retarded. Why would they put the stuff on the dash in the back? Because then you would have to go back and forth in the vehicle to do whatever you needed to do.
All you gotta do is type it in beforehand and then drive off.
Why would you do that? You could just sit in the driver's side in the driver's seat and do it. So you
Mm,
get in the car and you type in whatever you got to type in instead of instead of getting in the car, going in the back, typing it in and then coming back up.
no. Eh, they could have taken out the passenger seat. So screw it.
Because then you couldn't have nobody else ride with you. What if Doc and Marty going back to the past like they did when they went back to 1885?
Mm. They'll have to make a horse and carriage for that era.
Really, dude?
So, cool. See your cat my cat's trying to get on the camera. Let's see. Well, I can buy that dime for $15. I'll get it. We can get our
What?
DeLorean started. We can get our DeLorean started. Well, what would have happened if they couldn't? It broke down all the way to the point where it could be repaired.
What? DeLorean?
Yeah. Wow, that's wicked. I cast well at the same time.
Your cat what?
Cat roller right here too. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, right there too. Yeah, cat knew what. Guess our cat had a sense the cat was coming
Yep.
and come too. You knew what
Well,
cat was coming.
my other cat can't get up here. He started limping the other day.
Well, he got bad paw,
I don't know. I went to bed and he was fine. I woke up and he was limping.
front paw, or the back.
Front.
Okay.
He won't let he oh. Something must be going wrong with the game. My wife is bitching at the TV.
Uh, she watching.
Are you watching the Milwaukee game? The one at the Little League World Series?
I thought that game was over. I thought
Oh.
that.
Shannon, is the Milwaukee game over? Is the Milwaukee game over? No, it's not over.
That's it. Um, mm. Where
Uh,
they at?
they playing in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, in the Little League World Series field.
Of course.
Spooky, there's another cat on the screen.
Of course. It's in here.
You want Daddy to rub your neck, right?
All right. Well, hmm. Another vehicle could have worked.
I think the only vehicle that could have worked as the DeLorean would have been Kit, because that's the only car that's the same kind of vehicle, or at least the same shape.
Could a motorcycle work? Like Ghost Rider motorcycle?
No, because
Really?
it can't nobody fit on on a motorcycle but one person, maybe
Two
two.
can. Two can. That's all you
That's all
need.
you need.
Unless you want to get a third, like a little
A
the
sidecar.
side car. Yeah, the side car. And you have a third person. That's it. All you need is like two people. And then you got the third one for Jennifer, and him and Marty can, snuggle up in that car. By Doc rise out. Yeah, could have been a motorcycle. It gotta be a Harley. Can't be one of those new fancy bikes. All right.
I
Well,
I think the movie would have only worked with the kind of car that it was though. I don't think it would have worked with a motorcycle or anything else. 'Cause
that's fair.
especially with motorcycle, where you gonna put all them gadgets and whatnot? The flux capacitor and all that.
Hmm. Maybe a Corvette. Corvette could have worked. Or or the cars that Dom would have for Fast and Furious, like a Ford Mustang. Or not.
Yeah.
Or not.
Maybe.
An old class of 60 cars, maybe. Pedal to the metal. Yeah. So, the changer of everything, George McFly. He changed his entire family's meetup from being a peeping Tom that got hit by a car. And Lorraine fell out of pity to being up his bully and saving his girl from getting attacked sexually,
Yep.
assaulted by the Biffer. It
The
was a
buffer.
strange. You think George standing up to him was the most important moment in the entire trilogy?
Nope.
Mm,
Do you?
I can say up there because I say top two because it changed how Marty went home and how his life is entirely different from what it was when he left away.
Yeah. I see why you would say that.
And it sparked the Biff in that feature, well, from that time to figure out how the heck did he, how the heck that was, how the heck did things change from that? Because he saw the DeLorean car fly away. Saying, how the heck did that happen? And it sparked that moment. And George needed a different reputation because the way they met, man, it was a pity meet.
Dude,
It's a
get
good
your ass out
thing.
of my face.
It's a good thing that he didn't have his name on his underwear. That would been very
I know, right?
embarrassing. That would been very embarrassing.
All right. Whose life changed the most? Out the whole movie, out the whole trilogy, whose life changed the most?
Mm. Mm, I'll say that because he came
Ugh.
from being by himself to eventually having a family. And I didn't think he would do that. Try to retire. So I'll say his changed the most. What about you? I can't
Let's
beat this.
see. Mine would be between probably George and his other kid there, Marty's brother.
From being an alcoholic to a
No, from being a bum who worked at, from being a dude who worked at McDonald's to being an alcoholic in the alternate 1985 to being a guy who wore a suit to the office. He did a complete 160. And then George, he went from being a bully from George, obviously getting the girl, even though Biff wanted her, he still married her. He still got bullied by him as an adult, and he still did whatever Biff wanted it to. But it was uh, classic. Uh, do my do my homework or do my schoolwork, even though I'm your boss. Do my work at so I could redo it and hand it to my boss type shit. To being a success, even at the end of number one. And then he went, and then he went wax uh, wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Uh, Vehicles and whatnot.
Wow. He was not ready for that kind of action.
Oh, and then there was no more old Biff, because old Biff Grant killed himself because he went back to give himself the sports almanac in number two. So he killed himself, and then and then young Biff messed himself up even more.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. Shit. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it's a good thing George did fight back.
Yep,
Because if he didn't, oh boy, Miss Lorraine, she would have been through some pain.
yep.
She's like, get out of here. Get out of here, McFly. You ain't gonna do nothing.
I still find a few things interesting though. I still find it interesting how even if Biff did see them fly away at the end of one, that's still not gonna show him or let him figure out how to fly the damn thing in number two.
Well, he would think of it like a car. Like, you gotta
Yeah,
drive it
you
like a
can
car.
think of it you can think of it as a car, but that's not gonna show you the flying controls.
Well, they must have flying lessons in movies.
Oh bullshit. I'm making for Biff.
I don't know. They might.
Or Lorraine for that matter.
They learn
And then
different ways. Right. Well, it was a good thing for George. And
it's a good thing for
I,
George that Marty just went back to the future, and there was no more gravesite after he burnt the almanac
yeah,
because their father was alive.
yeah, that was crazy.
Yep. I wonder why they
Dang,
didn't show any of that, dude.
they didn't
Why they
show
didn't show
Biff.
any of that?
Well, they didn't show Biff killing.
When they yeah, why they didn't show none of that? You remember when Marty said that means or that means Jenny's okay and Einie's okay, right? And when he
Yeah,
said his father's alive, you know,
that was
if
awesome.
you think about it, if you think about it, there's a whole lot of questions. If you delve deep into it, there's a whole lot of questions that have never been answered
Mm,
about that movie. Not just the ones that I ask about, like how Biff could fly the DeLorean back to the past without knowing how. But there's a whole lot of other questions that have never been answered about any of those movies, and they never will be answered.
Yeah, 'cause they're not making a fourth one.
Even if they make a
Or
fourth one, I'll bet you anything they still never be answered.
bringing answers on why the logic of movies don't exist.
I mean, you could sit here with a live panel, and 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 not all the questions would still be answered. I'll bet you
Like, oh no, that was like over 30 years ago. How do you think I would know about that?
40.
Well, 40 years ago, how would I know
That
about
makes it
that?
more. That makes it worse.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, your ass can't remember? You can't work those old turning machines in your
I
head?
mean, damn, y'all was in the damn movie. You can't remember
Yeah, you can't turn those turnstiles in your brain. Yeah. Can't get it working like a factory. Well, what happens if it breaks down or runs out of fuel? Well, I think we knew what happened, and then exploded too. Ex-
one of Dio's favorite topics. One of
what?
Dio's favorite topics to this day, since we brought up this um since we started doing this podcast, and since we started bringing up questions about the Back to the Future movie, how
Well,
much freaking tape did they use on that damn letter at the end of Back to the Future One?
hell yeah. How much tape did they freaking use? They had to really go on a mission to find all that tape together. It's good gravy. Cause he ripped that to shredders.
Yeah, he did. He legit had to put that in the shredder, like, and had it shred three or four different ways, and then tape it back together.
The unshredder man. Good God.
Now, the first couple times I saw that movie, like for real, the first couple times I saw it, I'm like, how in the hell did they put that thing back together? Sometimes it still trips me out. And this is the longest I've gone without watching that movie, and all three of them are on the DVR at least three or four times.
A long time. Whew. That's what tripped me out. Oh, like, how the heck were they
Yeah,
really meticulous
every
with that?
time, every time Doc holds up that the letter, I'm like, I wonder how many rolls of tape is on that freaking letter.
Put a lot of it in there.
And then I'm like, I wonder how many people actually picked that letter up for him. I know he didn't do it.
You need help. Hang up on you. I'm playing help. Little science. All right, we'll have it. Okay. There's a few ideas, deleted scenes or unused scenes that they could have used to explain a couple of things. Like you did mention, they could have used some of the scenes that didn't make sense or add on. Or like they had the scene with the brother being drunk. They could have kept that in the movie instead of using it as the lead scene.
I actually don't think he was drunk. I just think he was dressed as an alcoholic and a drunk, like Rhett was. I'm not sure if he was drunk or not, but I know he was. I know they didn't use the scene, and I don't know why.
could have had them looking a little disoriented. Woohoo! They could be like, woohoo! I'm drunk and it's gone. Try DC. Where check it out. Oh, I am the game. I am the game.
That's how you play it.
Well, he played it good to get to the top. He played to get to the top. Alright. I'm surprised they didn't add the sister. The little. Well, I don't think the sister would have existed because it was a younger one, right? It was the
She wasn't
youngest.
that much younger though, and then talked about it because they said that they were going to. The Biff said that he was gonna cancel all her credit card debt. So she definitely existed.
Yeah.
So she definitely existed. That and she never was there.
Yeah, she was never brought up really much ever.
I'm
That
saying
was
when Lorraine was talking about leaving Biff in number two, she said that Biff said, "I'll cancel all her credit cards. She can settle the bank her debt with the bank herself." So she definitely existed, and she was older. So I don't know why she wasn't in more of the movie.
yeah, it could have been a little bit more, explore more of her journey, at least.
Yeah, it didn't make no sense.
It had her effect. Never had to deal with some of the family drama. Yeah, but I'm surprised George. I mean, not George. Biff. He didn't want no kids with Lorraine, even though he wanted her. It's like you'll be mine, Lorraine. I die. I swear to God, you will. He ain't want to freaking put no kids in her. Weirdo. He's a strange little. He's a strange little bit from him.
He's definitely strange.
Yeah. I want to do that. Oh, all right. Yeah, I think it would have changed how the story would have looked in terms of how the family would have whole entirely would have been affected. Instead, just Marty and the mother and the father. So, all right. Plot hole debate. All right, you have bring up one plot hole or time travel question. How did the second Marty? I got one. How did the first and the second Martys not see each other? Especially while he was performing out there on the guitar. How did he not see in the crowd?
First of all, he was the second Marty was crouched down, hiding, and the first Marty was performing on stage. He wasn't necessarily looking in any special direction, and he had all them damn lights in his eyes.
At least a couple. You could have seen something that looks familiar and be like, "Wait a minute, is that?"
No, he couldn't have. He's not looking
Mm.
for anything specific. So what's he supposed to be? I mean, he's not looking for anything. So It's not like he's looking for anybody or anything specific out in the crowd. How
Like
would
a
he
lot.
how would he even know that there would be another Marty out in the crowd you're looking for? And when he walked in the door, he was hiding. Marty walked in when the second Marty walked in. He was hiding. He was walked in the back door and he was hiding. So how would the first Marty see him?
Hmm. One of the times he would be rocking and look in the crowd and see that that Amari would be see Amari that was rocking on the stage, and
Well, the Marty in
he
the
would look.
crowd saw the Marty that was on stage, but the Marty that was on stage playing Johnny Be Good definitely did not see the one that was walking in the crowd because he wasn't paying him attention. He was paying attention to playing the music.
Mhm. That's freaking hilarious.
What?
Ennis Cantor was at the Fever and Sky game and and got um and got escorted out of the game for
Who was?
Ennis Cantor, the the dude that was trying to go to the WNBA. That's funny. Uh, that's funny. What a lane, nigga. But yeah, that's one plot device you could have used. Um, with Jennifer, I'm surprised she didn't. I know she passed out, but I'm surprised she didn't. She did not get any other. Hmm. Surprised she remembered that stuff, or surprised she didn't remember that stuff again. She could have. Damn. All right. Well, Lightning McQueen. Okay. What's one thing you would change in that movie? In the first movie?
In the first Back to the Future?
Yeah. Hmm. One plot hole device you would change.
One thing I would change in that movie. I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, It's hard to remember because I haven't seen it in so long.
Mm,
Uh,
mm. Oh,
probably George being such a chicken shit.
I would say I would change that letter scene. Tell him not tear that freaking letter up and just throw it in the trash can like he did the other thing.
What letter?
Remember the letter at the end that Marty wrote to Doc?
Yeah.
I would change. I'll have him throw it away, just like he did with the almanac.
He didn't even throw the almanac away. He left it on the corner of something in 2015. That's how Grandpa got it.
Yeah, he threw in the trash. Yeah, he threw in the trash can. He did the same thing to the letter. He threw in the trash can. He's like, leave me alone. Uh, that's funny, Ennis. All right, leaning. All right. What about this second movie? What's one thing you would change? Yeah, the second one.
Maybe the way Marty acts, young Marty.
The Junior.
No, um, the Marty that's from 1985.
Hmm. Okay. Well, let's say for the second one, I'll just keep the brother his scene and where he was in the streets.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Keep his ass in the streets. Tell me he belongs to the streets.
Yeah, keep that scene in the movie.
Hmm. So I'm gonna do that. And what about the third one? What would be the one thing
Let
you would
Claire go
change?
over in the horse and let Claire go over in the ravine like it's supposed to be.
Uh, you didn't want Dot to be happy. Um,
It's not about Doc being happy. It's about letting the future go as it's supposed to be.
well, he's gonna have a happy ending. You didn't want Dot to have a happy ending. Marty got a happy ending, especially at the end of the movie. Dot can have one too.
It don't even make sense how the train got there and it runs on steam anyway because they said that the suitable replacement parts weren't even going to be made until 1947 and they was in 1885 and they didn't even have the parts to make it to make the car run from 1885 to 1985, and yet they got the train to do it.
Mm. No, I don't know where they got the stain from to get the chair. I don't know where they got the stain from. So, so. Well, the one thing I would change in that movie is I'd have Marty be drinking in that scene. Instead of just running his mouth breather, I'd have him be drinking while he's running his mouth. I'd
They
have
have
him
it
drunk as
what?
a I'd have him drunk. I'd have Marty drunk as a skunk. Remember, he was going off in the bar, talking about Claire and losing her. I'd have his ass drinking instead of just yapping his mouth breather. I'd have his ass drunk and then
And
fight
then
Biff
fight.
and somehow win. And somehow win. Because Biff is an idiot. And he falls in manure.
No, it's how
In the,
all in all three movies, Biff falls in shit somehow.
yeah. Have drunk Mari. Yeah, have drunk Doc beat up Biff and throw him in the trough of shit. Yeah. Yeah, just let him have that and enjoy. And that'll make him the baby face like, Doc, Doc. He's like, I'm drunk, but I love you, Claire. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. So that's the fun parts. What did the love in? Oh, okay. Well, the eventual scene is kind of counterintuitive. Cause I think DeLorean was the only invention prior to how they. What was the best way that they got the DeLorean to work? What would you say that? What was the
But he
most creative way? What was the most creative way they got it working?
Well, there was only three ways that they got it to work. One was the plutonium. One was the Mr. Fusion, and then one was regular gasoline.
What about the lightning? Psh,
That was part
you
of the
know,
plutonium and the 1.21 gigawatts.
yeah, no matter how they got started, it was a cool start.
I mean, that might be creative, but that was also a pain in the ass. And you also had to go through so much to get the plutonium, and you never knew when the lightning strike was going to be. They just got lucky with the piece of paper, knowing when the lightning was going to be happening. Creative, maybe, but a pain in the ass, nonetheless.
Is it better to be smart or lucky?
What, the lightning?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
the lightning was probably lucky because they knew that it was 30 years ago on some day.
Yeah, they knew when it was going to happen. So we're in there. All right. Well, that's enough of Back to the Future on that one.
For this edition.
Ain't nothing but a hurry. Well, Ennis, I think he might be the first back-to-back winner of the Empty-Headed Dumbfuck Award.
Who?
Ennis Cantor for not only trying to get to the WNBA, but then getting kicked out of a WNBA game. Mm-mm. How you get kicked out of a game? And gotta say this, they had another dildo incident. Someone threw a dildo at a WNBA game of the Dream and the Sparks in LA. In Los Angeles, out of all places.
Did they get thrown out the game?
They tried to run away, but they got caught and arrested.
Good.
Yeah, Luka Doncic's jersey on. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Why would you do that? DC. Good job, DC. So we have playoff spots completed. Who do you think will be? Hmm. Uh, you show your cards first. I gotta look for my next pay. I gotta look for my bag. So we got stuck under the bed. Oh hell, man. Mm-hmm. No, find that place in Nottingham. This is massive at time that you got no chance. Mm-hmm. No chance in hell. You got no chance. One on one. No chance in hell. Huh. Would you look at that? Avery Styles is now in
5 15
TNA.
minutes. I saw that earlier.
Huh. Like father, like son. I don't blame her for that one. Cause I'm an ass man. I'm an ass man. Da, 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 da. I'm an ass man. Da, 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 da. I'm an ass man. Yay. Yada man. I'm on gas. No brakes with. Pick a Perry. Perry Saturn, Jack Perry, Luke Perry, William Refrigerator Perry, or Tyler Perry.
You said pick a Perry?
Yeah, pick a Perry. Or Perry the Platypus. Those are the 6 Perrys.
Fridge.
All right. I'm going with Perry the Platypus.
All right. Here you go, my first card. D. Brown.
Hmm. Slam dunk champion.
Yep.
Nice.
Used to play with Boston. One of the shortest players in NBA history.
Really?
This is
Never hear that.
91-92. Huh?
You say you're the shortest?
No, I said one of the shortest.
Oh, yeah, so that's not one of the shortest.
This is a 91-92 Stadium Club. In that year, he played 31 games. He averaged 28 minutes. Twenty-eight and a half minutes. He made 149 field goals. He had 350 field goal attempts. Five 3-pointers. 22 3-pointers attempted. Made 60 free throws. 78 free throws attempted. Uh, had 78. I don't know. Had 15 offensive rebounds, 64 defensive rebounds, 164 assists, 33 steals, 7 blocks, 363 points, and his average was 11.7.
Hmm. Slam dunk champion.
He was a slam dunk champion too. If you didn't hear D'Lo 4 times.
Yeah. He did the seeing eye dunk. You can't see me. No John Cena.
No John Cena. Please, no more John Cena.
Well, we won't get no more John Cena because he is retired for good.
Yeah, but you do see him every once in a while because he's retired, but he's still an ambassador, and he still comes on and talks about that stupid ass WWE club.
Well, we don't know when the John Cena class is going to happen, so
God,
we'll
I
see
hope
him on
not.
the Club WWE network ads. Come join Club
All right,
WWE.
so here's a different sport. This is this is from before D'Lo was even thought of. This is when I was a year old. This is from the 73 World Series, Game 5.
Hmm.
Um, New York and Oakland, Game 5, 73 World Series.
Hmm.
And they were at New York, which I don't understand unless it was the Mets.
Warbird.
It had to be the Mets. Could be the Yankees. Yeah, it's got to be New York, the New York Mets and the Oakland A's. 1973 World Series, Game 5.
Dang. It was a walk off.
No, it wasn't. This was. Damn, it doesn't say. Was it a walk off? It looks like it was a walk off.
It looked like in the
Game
picture.
5 at home, and all it tells you on the back is how many. It tells you everybody's stats on the back. It doesn't say what it was, but it does look like a walk off home run. Yes, it
Doesn't get
certainly does.
details.
No, it doesn't give you details. It does. It just tells you everybody's stats, how many at bats, hits. Can't wait till I get my glasses. Hits and a bunch of other shit.
Mm.
Runs, hits. I don't know what the hell POA or E is.
Hmm.
All right, now Deal's gonna give me shit for this one.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mariano Rivera, the best reliever in baseball history.
Well, I got a Mariano card, so I'm not gonna be mad at it. So.
That's not why you're gonna get pissed at me. I was gonna say you're gonna get pissed at me because it was a New York Yankee.
Oh, he's one of the cool Yankees. I can deal with Mariano. He's a
Okay.
cool guy. He's a cool guy.
All right. He's the he's got the most saves in Major League Baseball history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 600 something. Okay.
600 and
600.
something.
Yeah, 600 something. And ain't nobody gonna touch that one.
Nope. That's like nobody's gonna touch Cy Young's 511 wins, or nobody's gonna
Mhm.
touch Nolan Ryan's 5,000 strikeouts.
Or Ricky
Especially
Henderson's records. Or the
well,
runs or the
well,
stolen.
somebody well people said that nobody was gonna touch Lou Brock's stolen base record, and Ricky Henderson broke it.
Well, that's different because it's Ricky Henderson. I don't think there's nobody. First of all, somebody gotta be young to get on the majors, like 20. Then they gotta play for like
Is
20
it Betty
years,
Bye?
22
All
years.
right, good night, dear. Love you. No, you
They gotta
don't.
play a long time.
I didn't say nothing. I did not. I don't know what you mean.
They gotta play a long time.
Next, we got the number one pick. If I'm correct, that what the fuck is your name? D'Lo is gonna correct me if I'm wrong. The number one pick
Mm.
in the 1984 draft, basketball, huh?
Hakim, Alaji, Hakim,
Oh
Alajon.
no, that I'm wrong. It's not him.
What was Sam Bowie the number one pick?
No, it's not. It's not Hakim. It's not Hakim.
Hakeem,
I always get
Olajuwon.
these two mixed up. All right, so he was. I was a couple years off. He was drafted number one in 1982.
Yeah. Um,
Dominique.
is it Mo? Oh, Dominique. Oh, Dominique. Okay, cool.
Dominique. I was wrong. I always get those two mixed up. For some reason, I always think Dominique was drafted the same year Jordan was. I don't know why. But
Mm-hmm.
I do that shit all the fucking time.
Hmm. That'd be a deep bet. Nah, that'd be one of the best draft classes in NBA history if that was the
It would
case.
be. It would be. If it
Like
was Hakim, Dominic, and Jordan, yo, that would be bombish, dude. That would be
that's
Gucci.
that's insane draft. It's off those three names. That'd be one of the best of all time. I don't even think that would be close.
All right, now we go in. I don't know much about this guy. I don't know much about this guy at all. We got Larry Johnson.
Grandmama.
He was with Charlotte this year. This is a 92-93 Flair. He played all 82 games. He had 490 field goal percentage. He had an 829 free throw percentage. He had 899 rebounds. Damn, I think this is his rookie card too. 292 assists, 81 steals, 51 blocks, 1,576 points, and he averaged 19.2 points a game.
Pretty good season.
That's a good season, right?
Pretty good season.
You take something off of there, dude, and I'm gonna beat your ass. Last card, we switching up sports a little bit. This is from D'Lo's favorite football team.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, I thought you
Rod
about.
Woodson.
Well, I'll accept it because he is a Raven. He's one of the few that really switch sides and positive
And he was a
ways.
Packer.
You don't care about that. Anybody care about that?
Shut up.
I ain't care about it. I didn't even know he was a
Shut up.
Packer. Who his brother was Charles. That's his brother.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Charles was a Packer.
I knew Charles was. I don't know. I don't know
Man,
Rodman
look,
was.
look. My wife told me earlier. Aaron said he's 13 touchdowns behind beating Peyton for top three in touchdowns of all time. My man said if I can't get 13 touchdowns, then there's something wrong with me.
Mm-mm-mm. Did he pass
But
Brett Favre?
no, he can pass Peyton Manning. Brett
Uh,
Favre is number 2. Peyton Manning is number 3. Fag
okay.
Boy is number 1.
I guess so. But I guess that's
You know who
right.
I mean when I say fag boy, right?
There's only one person, Thomas Brady, because that's the only one that's
The guy, the
tough.
guy, the guy that I actually want to beat the hell out of Logan at WrestleMania.
Jesus.
You know that's fitting to be a WrestleMania match, right?
Oh, yes, it will.
All right,
Oh, boy.
Rod Woodson. He's a cornerback and the kick returner for the Steelers. Boy, you better stop. Yeah, you can come over here. Come on. You can get your ass out of my face too. He had some pretty good seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dude.
Pro Bowl a few times.
You're kind of in the way. You're not supposed to be on the screen. That screen is for me, not for you.
So I want some TV time.
For real. It's not TV though. It's YouTube. YouTube
What's
don't
this?
count.
What's this great time?
Steelers third year cornerback topped all kickoff returns with 227.3 yard average at 89. Longest return was 84 yards for a score in week 11 win over Chargers. Return opening kickoff 74 yards in club's playoff clinching victory over Tampa Bay in season finale. Career kickoff return average is 24.7. NFL record is Gale Sayers 30.6. All right, I'm done.
All
What you
right,
doing at
well,
that table? Huh? No. Brett Favre.
yeah,
Yeah. In
that
fact,
fucker, that John Madden used to love talking about him all the time.
who, John Madden?
Brett Favre. Yeah, he loved talking about that man.
I know, right?
He loved that. I was like, good
I got
girl.
to tell you, my favorite, one of my favorite booths in football was John Madden and his boy there, Pat Summerall.
I heard of him, but he was before I got into football.
So
I know
John
him.
Madden.
Yeah, yeah. I know John Madden, of course, but Pat Summerall. That's what I was talking about.
I'm saying I don't know how you can not know Pat Summerall and know John Madden. I don't understand that because they both did the same thing at the same time.
No, because I no Pat went away before John did.
Oh, did he?
That's what, and I saw. Yeah, and I saw watch
Yeah.
football like 05, 06. That's when I saw watch football. And John was doing
He was
Sunday Night
young
Football with
back then.
Al Michaels. Yeah, he was doing Sunday Night Football with Al Michaels. That's how I knew Al Michaels. And John Madden. That's how I got familiar with it. All right. My first card is the Jets celebrating Zach Wilson.
Wow. Homeboy got a Jets card.
Yeah. Jay-Z once rapped about idols becoming rivals. On January 2nd, Wilson took the field against the surefire Hall of Famer and GOAT Tom Brady for the first time and held his own. During the second quarter, his rookie zipped a pass to Braxton Berrios, watched his teammate stretch to the end zone for a score. So, and that's why I had the touchdown. Salute. Hand sign. So touchdowns. Next card. I have a really good running back.
Uh-oh.
One of the best running backs in the game. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, man, he pissed me off because he went to Indianapolis. He should have
Yeah,
stayed at home.
he's from the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
The voter for the 2021 MVP came down between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. But players had their say the award might have gone to Taylor. In an anonymous poll of players at the Pro Bowl, the NFL Rush champion received nearly twice as many votes as the runner-up Rodgers. And on the Colts this year, he had 332 carries, 1,811 yards, 18 touchdowns, 40 catches, 360 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You know they're not going to give another running back an MVP award, right?
Nope. It's the quarterback award now.
Yeah, man, it turned to a QB award, which is stupid.
It is.
You know,
There's a lot of, like 2 years ago, it should have gone to Saquon.
Right, could have gone to Saquon. Cooper Cup could have got one of his years. Or, anyway,
Yeah.
but no, just give it to the quarterbacks. Because they got the ball in their hands a lot. Sound hella gay. All right. Next one we have a brewer crewer. Oh no, not a brewer crewer. We have a St. Louis Cardinal, former Colorado Rocky, Nolan Arenado. But I think
I
he's
don't
on the
even know who that
Diamondbacks
is.
now. You don't remember on the Rockies? He used to do all
Nope.
them. Well, he had 40 home runs 3 times his career and over 130 RBIs in 3 straight seasons.
Damn.
St. Louis kept it up. And the last year he started to get older and stuff. But last year, 107 games, he had 95 hits, 48 runs, 12 home runs, and 52 RBIs, and batted 237. So he started to get older. But he did get his 2,000 hit recently and 1,000 runs score in his career. So he's doing something right. He's been around for this long. Next, we have a GOAT that I think can push the GOAT debate in football. Jerry Rice. People say automatically Tom Brady, but you can make a case for Jerry Rice.
Definitely.
It's said that working with his bricklayer father, Rice forged his receiving skills by catching bricks tossed his way. That wasn't the only trait the 49ers star took from it. Catching bricks taught me the meaning of hard work, told Sports Illustrated. No one worked harder than Rice. His power has traded for 20 seasons. And in those 20 seasons, he had 1,549 catches, 22,895 yards, and 197 touchdowns. And it's still tops 3 in all categories. And it's not even close. Not even closest to the next person. They still behind under the 1,500 minimum. And Jerry freaking Rice has the gap not even close on the receiving yards. So, and the last one, well, I guess the one thing we got in common is that we had the same name, Logan Hall. And Hall adapted to the speed and physicality of college football from the jump, appearing in 13 games as a freshman and a significant role in Houston's first 7 in 2018. Against SMU, the rookie defensive and Jordan Marshall's outing, totaling 5 tackles and forcing his forced fumble. I said forced. I really said forced. And in Houston, he had 48 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 13 and a half tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, and no forced fumbles. And those are me cards. All right. Yay. The Misses made the playoffs. Yay. Good job, ladies. Good job. Yay. I'm happy. You know, you know, you know about football. You never do your drafts before the end of preseason football.
Nope, never.
Well, apparently Ashton Genty got injured in practice, and they're anticipating a torn ACL has occurred in his knee, and that's sad for him and for Raiders Nation. So, who? What do you think about this heartbreak? What do you think about this news for Mr. Gente?
This is why. Well, you said he got injured in practice, right?
Yeah.
Generally, this is what I say about. This is why I don't like preseason football. But he got injured in practice, so a lot of people get injured in practice too. But you got to practice.
That's right, okay.
I don't like that there be football preseason games because you could get injured in the first preseason or second preseason game and be out either the entire season or come back game 16
Yeah.
and miss most of your paper if you ain't got nothing guaranteed.
Yeah, I think they expected everything would go smoothly and softly, but
Or I mean, you could come back and you can miss 10 weeks. That's 2.5 months. And I mean, you there to play, not ride the bench, or go back to the trading facility and get worked out for that 2.5 months or however long you're going to be gone because you're injured.
hmm, uh, how do you anticipate how do you anticipate the season playing out?
Or
Who do you have making the playoffs? Do you have your team winning the division? Do you have your team? Do you expect Super Bowl? What are your expectations for your team?
I don't know, man. I don't be like all these analysts and analytical people and be like, oh, be picking in August or July who be in the playoffs and um um oh, the Packers are going to be in the playoffs and they're going to win in the North and the Cowgirls are going to win the East, the NFC East, and or the Eagles are going to win the East and whatnot
Hmm.
because don't nobody know. I mean, they can. The Brewers lost.
One. Ought to be all right.
Um, I do, however, will tell you that I can predict. I do think that the Packers will win the North. I'm not sure if they're Super Bowl bound.
Hmm.
Remind me of the South and the West.
For the teams,
Yeah,
so you know your division, right? You know
yeah. The
the
Packers, the
Lions.
Vikings, the Lions, and the
So, so we got the
and
Buccaneers,
and
Tampa Bay Buc.
fuck, who's the other team in the North? The Bears.
The Bears. Well, I say you know the. Well, I say you hate the Bears. You supposed to know about the Bears.
That's why that's how much I care about the Bears.
Oh, damn. Yeah, fair. So
But
we got the Buccaneers.
we know the Cowgirls ain't going nowhere. Wait, what she
So we
said?
got the.
Just wait, just wait, just give them time.
Oh damn.
Just give them time.
Still tough.
They'll screw it up.
Well, it's one thing you see nigga uncommon. They're accident waiting to happen.
Yep, Stephen A. said they're actually waiting to happen. There's a black cat running around that franchise. I'll give them mine if they need another one. As long as they give it back.
Well, say. Mm, so we got Tampa. We got the Panthers. The Carolina Panthers. um, New Orleans. Um, what's that team? I know there's another team in the South.
The Falcons, right?
Yeah, the Falcons. There you go, the Falcons. I knew it was
And
another
that
team
is
in the South.
NFC South, right?
I knew it was. I knew it was a Southern team, but I couldn't think of the Southern
And that's the
state.
NFC South, right?
Yep, that's NFC South.
Okay.
Then we got the West. We got the Rams, the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. And you know the Cardinals are out, and because
Yep.
they suck. And we can throw the Saints away too.
Yep. Probably the
And then the
Falcons.
yeah Falcons maybe. It depends on who they start.
Probably gonna
Depends
start
on
Penix.
yeah, it look like they're gonna start Penix. I've heard Tua ain't looking too. He's turning the ball over too much and sharing all that stuff. Wouldn't be surprised. Um, and in the East, we already talked about the Cowboys,
The
the
Cowboys,
Eagles,
Giants,
the
Redskins.
Giants, and the Redskins. So you already know we already know the Cowboys and the Giants ain't gonna make it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You know,
I mean,
and
you just saying that because you hating on Harbaugh.
no, I would have said that shit before Harbaugh even came to this team. I would have said it regardless. I would say they're gonna make an improvement. I can see them getting 7 wins.
I don't know how far the Eagles are gonna make it, but it's probably gonna be the Eagles followed by the Commanders. That's my call.
That's
One
two
and
and two.
two,
Yeah, that's them two in the division, that division.
and
Um,
then
in the West, 49ers, Seahawks, and the Cardinals. So it's going to be between the Seahawks and the Rams. They're the top two in
yeah,
the West.
yeah.
And the Seahawks is
I don't see the Cardinals ain't going nowhere, and neither is the other team.
the 49ers are too damn injured. They have too many damn injuries.
Yeah.
And the season just started. Ain't even started yet. And they got a lot of injuries. So, that's so I can actually see the Packers being division winners to maybe a wild card team. So I say around 11 wins.
I mean, I can't picture them. I mean, obviously, I hope they do better, but I can't picture them being more than a wild card. I can't picture them being NFC Championship winners, but it would be nice if they would win the NFC Championship game one of these years.
At highest, I can see our 3 seed, and the lowest on the 7 seed, between 3 to 7. So, which is fair. And for my Ravens, I think we want to have a different attitude this year. Um, we got a new coach. We have a new system. I think we got some new offensive weapons, rookies. Jacoby Lane, he looks promising. I like our defensive line. That BK is back. I like our linebacker situation coming back. I think we can win that division. I think we get like 12 wins, 13. And let's hope our youth can show out and do that thing. And we ain't worrying about the Browns because the Browns are the Browns. Let them be the Browns. Then we got the Squealers, who, even though they got old ass double check, they will always be annoying as hell. Always. So they can always sneak in the playoffs and get blown out. So that's all I can say that.
or blow you
But
out.
blow yeah. Huh. They haven't blown us out since shit. I don't even remember the last time they blew us out. When Ben was here. That was the last time I think we actually got blown by Sears when Ben was here. And that was like several years ago. We blew their asses out more recently than they did. And they can't even win a playoff game. Anyway. And then Cincinnati, the Crimson Chin ass Bengals. Um, I don't
Wait,
even know if they're gonna make the
they won
playoffs.
the playoff game last year.
Yeah, and they got blown the fuck out. Especially in that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter was so beautiful to watch. That fourth quarter was so beautiful to watch. I was so nice. I had to watch it twice because it was that beautiful. Houston, thank you, Houston, for what you did last year in the playoffs. We appreciate you, Texas football. We appreciate you. That was so beautiful.
Too bad it
But
was
anyway,
too bad
yeah.
it wasn't Dallas.
Well, fair, because I got my commander's homie. He would have loved it was Dallas. So I get that. But yeah, Cincinnati, they weird factor. We ain't worried about them boys like that. So
You know what? You with the Ravens, you sound like that bitch ass Michael Irvin does with Dallas every damn year.
what you mean? What you
The only
mean?
the only problem the only difference is y'all been to the Super Bowl, even though you haven't existed as long as the Cowgirls, y'all been to the Super Bowl more recent than Dallas. So y'all got
Yeah,
more fame than Dallas do.
we got us. We had two rings, and we've been around for 30 years. This is our 30 years of team.
It's
And we
that
got two
long?
rings. Yeah,
I didn't
we
know
me and the
it's
me and
been
the
that
Rays
long.
are the same age. Me and the Rays are basically the same age. Real shit. They came 3 months before I was born. Literally. I think they came in June or July.
Well,
And I came out.
still, you got more claim than Dallas do because Dallas been around longer than you and longer than the Ravens, and they can't get back to the fucking Super Bowl, let alone win them motherfucking.
Yeah, that's a skill issue for them. I don't know. It's their issues. Yeah,
Yeah,
we ain't worried about
every
it. Um,
this is our year. This is our year. Even as late as November 30th, first week in December, still some way somehow they find a way to fuck it up.
Nah, I ain't gonna be like that crazy, but honestly, yeah. But like, I'll say Cincinnati, they always gonna be competitive, but they don't be healthy. So that's why I don't be worrying about them that much, especially Joe Burrow. So
Joe
and for
Joe Burrow
West,
always find a way to get injured one way or another.
right? Yeah, it's never a skill thing. It's a health thing because
Yeah.
bro always get hurt. So I was looking at that perspective. And for the rest of the conference, the bitch ass Colts they can stay home. 10 IC they're gonna be some bums this year. Um, what else is essential? Houston probably gonna win that division. And if not them, it's gonna be Jacksonville. It's between them two. So
I hope it won't be
so we
Jackson. That's Tony. That's Tony.
yeah, because you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I think the Titans might go 0-17. I'm not gonna lie to you. They might go 0-17.
Tony's too busy trying to deal with AEW to worry about football.
Man, he ain't a football. He runs the other football, not the one with Americano, the one with your foot, football. He won't worry about that because their Fulham team, that team ass. He need to worry about that team. Yeah, so the Jaguars, Shaheed can worry about the freaking Jaguars. Let the Pops worry about the freaking Jaguars. So what about that?
I still say the
Um,
WWE better off if they bought it and Ari didn't.
and then AFC East. You know the Jets on the god
That's
daggone
just
thing.
white. That's just a white.
You know what? I think the Jets they need to have an exorcism. They need to have a spiritual gathering at MetLife Stadium. They need to have one so they can figure out how they can fix their franchise from being down bad. Because I've never seen the Jets. I've only seen the Jets be successful during Mark Sanchez era, and that was when I was in high school, and it
Well,
ended horribly
except
with
for
a butt.
Steelers, they beat them 17-10.
It ended with a butt fumble, and I can't have that be the last memory of the New York Jets. I can't have that as a good positive memory for them. They got some better memories. So they need to go
They need to
have
go
they need to
have.
get a Ward, a guider, and probably Peyton Manning to fix whatever circumstance they have at that stadium or facility. And they might need to call Joe Namath too, as well.
I think
So they
he's
need to
dead.
figure out, what kind of things what did he promise on that one day to to guarantee his team to win a Super Bowl? What did he promise?
I
He
don't know. Maybe
promised.
he was like, maybe he was like Shoeless Joe, and the Black Sox when they gambled the whole game away and whatnot.
Nah, they had series. At least they had other games to redeem. Football is only one game. What did you put up
Yeah.
for that one game for the Jets to
Well,
win the Super Bowl?
talk, talk to cheating Tom. He'll tell you.
That means he had to give up some of his um, forehead lines, his
Forehead
creases.
something.
Yeah, he had to give his bow ties. All right, for the rest of the division, the Bills. I ain't gonna lie. The turnaround of the Bills is probably the craziest thing ever. Cause they was always some ass when I was in football, and then they got good when I got an adult, and now I don't got a problem with them. But then lately with Josh Allen shit, they're getting on my damn nerves.
Because they got
I don't hate Josh. I don't hate Josh Allen. I actually like Josh. He's one of my
not me.
favorite quarterbacks that come.
Buddy.
But their fans are just they're two dick riders over there. They're weird as hell. I don't like that. I don't like that
They,
dick ride.
they like Stephen A. with the Cowboy fans.
Yeah, that's a cold explanation we can get. They be riding for Josh like there's no tomorrow. I'm like, damn, but they're gonna be competitive. They got a new coach, too.
I still can't
I
believe they
kind of,
fired the coach though.
I'm kind of a little surprised, but not because they want to, because he's a defensive guy and they have an offensive minded guy in Josh. So I guess they want to do the offensive thing. But I think they could have kept him as like a defensive coordinator, because
Yeah,
mm,
I s- they should have gave they if Rex didn't get the Jets job, they should have gave the HC job to Rex in Buffalo.
I thought he did coach in Buffalo. Rex Ryan did.
He did back in the day. I'm talking about last year. If they didn't give the head coaching job to Rex Ryan in New York for the Jets, then they gave it to him in Buffalo when they fired dude.
Well,
But
they're gonna need more than Rex Ryan to fix that situation. I will tell
more
you that.
need more than Rex Ryan to fix anything in Buffalo or in New York.
Well, at least they got a new stadium. I've seen that they got a new stadium, so at least they got a new stadium
About time.
to get some more L's in. What else in the East? Oh, the Dolphins. Why are they on the AFC East, but they're all the way down in the South? That's one thing I've always
I wonder the
weird out.
same. That's just like in the NBA. I always wonder
Same
why
with the Cowboys. Same with the Cowboys. Why are they in the AFC East and they're all the way in Texas?
I
That never
wonder why
makes sense.
I wonder
Never.
why the the
How
Minnesota
the Memphis Grizzlies? How the Memphis Grizzlies in the Western Conference and they're all the way in, and I'm fucking 6 hours from Memphis.
well
I'm 6 hours from
I'm
Memphis.
wondering why I'm in Milwaukee and we're in the East and I'm 5 hours from Minnesota and they're in the West.
Yeah, that makes sense too. The hell, you know. But yeah, that's just crazy. But yeah, the Dolphins they rebuilding because I don't think they got Tyreek Hill
And they
no more.
got two of
So,
them.
yeah, they traded two. They let Tua go. Yes, they let Jalen. They traded Jalen Waddle. They done a lot of things. So
They got Wild.
I I won't be surprised they go 0-17 either. To be honest, I won't be surprised.
Should have what's his name? He's from the Chiefs.
They got your boy Malik Willis. He was on the Packers last year.
Oh, because the Packers thought that Malik was bullshit.
Man, y'all gave him the Matty. Yeah, he got the Matt Flynn package.
Yep.
He got the Matt Flynn contract. He balled out for a couple games. Remember, Matt Flynn had that one great game. He got that contract from Seattle. That's the same thing that happened to him.
I
I never
can't
thought I'd
remember.
see it twice.
Only
Yeah, man, he got that contract. That contract gets you. Ooh, boy.
few
It
years
gets
back,
you.
Packers gave brought body.
They got that big money. Um, so who else are to the East? Jet. Oh, Patriots. Oh, I don't see him getting back to the Super Bowl, but I can see him getting around 9 wins, maybe nine,
Patriots
10. Yeah, they had a easy schedule last year. Yeah, they had an easy schedule, so you ain't gonna get it twice. And West, we had the Chiefs, who they got Pat back. We'll see how they look. Solely if his knee is back to normal. If his knee's back to normal, then he be good. If not, then well, it's gonna be a long season in Kansas City. Because it's still they still are the team to walk out for because they always get the good advantages too. Thinking that too, they always get the advantage from the referees.
Yeah. You-
That's why I say they gotta look out for them. Um, the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm already was in San Diego, and now they're in Los Angeles. Only thing I gotta say for them is if freaking Justin Herbert can win the playoff game. Because we say all his talent, but can he get the job done when it matters? Hope he don't choke. Then we have the Broncos. They seem like a team to watch out for. Yeah, they got Waddle, Sutton, got Bo Nix,
Waddle,
and they got the high altitude in Denver too. Can't forget that. And they got a bunch of defense. And they got Sertan. Can't forget about him too. And then the Raiders.
they ass again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I better not hear none of my no fucking Raiders fans trying to call us out either. Cause they was really um talking about Linderbaum. That's why. I bet hear some Raiders playoff aspirations. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, that's the end of this program. Orioles are not trying to make the playoffs. So we're
Yankees
gonna
might take the wild card, but I don't know if they're gonna go much further than that. They're talking about Judge might not make it back for the rest of the season. Stanton just got um a setback.
yeah, I heard about that.
Some say the Dodgers have already won the World Series, even though it hasn't been played yet.
Oh, look at their freaking team. Shit.
Well, yeah, they've had some pretty significant losing streaks already.
Getting it out the way before it gets to October.
Before it gets to the playoffs,
Yeah, getting it out the way now.
out the system now.
Yeah, get it out the way now. So, instead of then, you know,
Yo, man, I might have to open up the mega box of cards soon.
get some mega kills. Yes. All right. Well, it's
Remember,
that.
said,
It's the end of the show. So
yeah.
we good.
So we Gucci. Thanks for joining us for this special Sunday edition. Now we shall be back at the end of the didn't catch us on roundtable paper that we are reviewing for our boy Nate, reviewing wrestling pay per view show on Wednesday night. Will be Starcade 83. Um, we will be back on Thursday for the Future Is Now. Saturday for round. Thank you for joining us. Want to discuss sponsors. Um, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, Great Scott Sports Card, Bucks, the Kilo Show, and
Mm-hmm.
Extreme Limit Wrestling coming to a venue near you. POD Pro Wrestling, TV tapings in PA, September 12th. Um, Anybody else I'm missing?
Um, you say
Don't
your
think.
taste in music sucks.
Yeah,
Um,
mine doesn't, but I did say it because his does. TNA
mine
sucks,
don't
by the
either.
way. I hate to say that.
Mine don't either.
Sorry.
Um,
Uh,
I think you got everything.
I think I got everything. So until next week or now, later this week, we will be back in just 3.5 days. And if you don't tune in, we'll appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Be well.
I'm
Stay
on.
safe.
Peace.
Violence. See you out for the next dance.
It's a wrap.